Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Will. Today on the lathe I have a nice piece of ash. It was a crotch piece, but it's gonna give me a couple of challenges. There's plenty of cracks and bug holes, and yeah, as I said, there's a couple of cracks on this end here. Yeah, bug holes, more cracks. So yeah, as you can see, it was a crotch piece going this way, and there's actually a branch coming off here as well. So bit of an inclusion here, goes in quite a ways, maybe an inch and a half. So might be a problem, but a couple of punky areas. But it's nice and dry, and it's I was sitting on my log store for a while, so I said I'd give it a go. Yeah, a little crack here as well, clear, but those will turn away. But yeah, listen, we'll get it on the lathe and see what can we get from it. As I said, it's a piece of ash and it's 13 inches across. So what I get out of it, I don't know, because there's plenty of defects in it. So yeah, maybe just a bag of shavings, but we'll see. We'll get it on the lathe and I'll see what can I get from it. As you can see, I just put a faceplate ring on it with they're just some 1-inch wood screws. So there's 6 in it, so it's loads to hold it. Now I'll just tighten up one of those little grub screws as well, just to be on the safe side. Oh, this particular one has 2, so I'll tighten them up. So I'll start off by just flattening this face here, which will be the underside of the bowl, and see what sort of material we have to work with. Yeah, as I said, there's some punky wood here as well, but not the best looking piece. But we'll see. So I'm just going to start off with 5/8 inch ball gouge. The piece of wood is nice and dry, so I'm just starting to wobble there at 500 RPM, so I'll just knock it back a tiny little bit, and that's what we have to work with. So I'm turning quite a lot of air. As you can see, I'm only just getting a cut here on this side, so because I've nothing here. So again, I get it flat, and it'll probably be a shallow bowl. Getting close to where I need to be. As you can see, we still have some voids, cracks, funky area. So if this area here is still to try and get away, I think if I chase away to try and get this off completely, I'll probably be down to probably an 8-inch bowl, but we might consider leaving some of this. Yeah, I get it. I can form a tenon now, but what I might do is I might just round over this edge here, just to see what material I have to work with, and then I can put a tenon on. As you can see, it's quite dry and dusty, Down to round all the way. Oh, little flat spot here. Still have this, so I'm going to form a tenon now, and then I'll start taking some more material off. Just flatten that off there now because I'll be putting a 4-inch tenon on. So that's my tenon formed, dovetailed slightly. So I might just take another few passes on the outside here and see will any of these turn away, but I don't think they will. They go in quite a ways, but I don't mind leaving them. Yeah, I might take another cut. I'll just switch over to the smaller bowl gouge, the 3/8. Just zoom in a little bit. As I said, there's plenty of voids in it, but I'm not going to fill anything on this piece, so I'm just going to leave it natural. It might look interesting when it's oiled up. So anyway, I'm going to continue shaping up along here, see can I improve the surface a little bit. So that cleaned up just nicely. A couple of little tool marks here. Nothing major. Crack here, but as I said, I'm not going to bother filling cracks, because if I was to start filling cracks, I'd be filling them for an hour. So as I said, I'm going to leave this in. So I'm just going to do a nice little shear scrape along here. Just to take away these couple of little tool marks. This is just a little 3/8 ball gouge with a 55 degree with a long swept back wing on it, so it's just ideal for a little shear scrape. As you can see, the shavings, just really light little shavings coming off. So I am happy with the outside of that bowl, so what I'm going to do now is I'll get it sanded, and I shall take you back when I have it sanded. Now that's the sanding all finished. I sanded up to 320. Yeah, it sanded up pretty good. The only thing I do have is plenty of bug holes after showing up, but it is what it is. It was an early piece to start with. So, right, I'm going to get it flipped around and into a chuck. I can make a start in on the inside. So now we're all nice and secure in the chuck. So we shall make a start on the inside. So I'll start off by just throwing it up. So I'm getting a little bit more speed now. I'm just getting yeah, just 750 now RPM, so which is loads for a ball that size. Now that's the ball faced off, so I'm going to leave a fairly thick rim on this piece because of all the cracks and defects in it, so I don't want it to fly apart. So there's a crack here, so it's pretty big as well. So, but it stops somewhere here. So I'm going to leave a nice thick rim. I don't usually leave a rim that thick, but just for structural purposes. Yeah, so I'm going to go with that. There's some beautiful grain starting to appear inside this, and it's really hard. It's hard to cut, but I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. I'm just going to slope this rim in just a slight little bit. That looks better. So the first couple of inches now finished down along. So still have a nice bit of material here in the middle, probably a good inch and a half, maybe more. But it's actually really hard to cut. The grain is all over the place in it. As I said, it was a crotch piece, so yeah. So there's this crack now after showing up. Since the camera's picking it up. Turn on the light. So you can see there's a crack here, there's a crack here, and it's corresponding on the outside, so we just have to be careful from here on in. This defect here, yeah, which is on the outside as well. proceed with caution. So still have probably about another 1/4 of an inch in the bottom. I can actually see daylight through the bottom, so this one ain't gonna hold soup. But a tiny bit in the bottom. I'm just going to switch over to the 60-degree wall gouge just so I can get across the bottom a bit easier. That cleaned that up just nice. So I'm actually happy enough with that now to start sanding. As I said, I left it really thick. It's probably close to an inch. Yes, it's just bang on an inch. But I didn't want to take it down anymore because of what the cracks and defects and stuff that's in it. So yeah, so I'm happy to start sanding. So I'll get this sanded and I'll take you back when I have it done, and we'll look at getting the finish on. So now that's the sanding all finished on the inside. I took the sanding up to 400 grit, and then with the little yellow Scotch-Brite pad just gave it that last little rub. So it came up actually quite nice. So it sanded really well. As I said, we have plenty of character in this piece. A couple of cracks, but yeah, bug holes, but it is what it is. I think it's a beautiful piece of wood though. The grain is absolutely all over the place in it. It's really good. So I've just to remove the tenon. So again, I didn't bother filling any cracks because I leave it a rustic piece. So I might just pop this tenon off and I'll get a finish on. So I'm just going to set up the coal jaws. So now as you can see, bowl is in the coal jaws, so I'm just going to nibble away this tenon, just using a little C8 spindle gouge. So just check with the ruler, so it's still wobbling, so I need to go in a little bit more. So now all I have to do is just get it sanded. So now that's the base all sanded. So we'll get it off of this coal jaws and we get some oil on it. So it is a beautiful piece of wood. I said pity about a couple of cracks, but wood is wood. So for a finish, I'm just going to put lemon oil. there's all that stunning colour. Stunning amount of colour in that piece of ash. It really is. As you can see, it's soaking in that oil, which is good. That lemon oil is from Chestnut Products. It smells absolutely gorgeous as well. Over the next couple of days, when that oil dries, I might actually put a coat of hard wax oil on. I'm really happy with that finish now. It's looking really good. All that oil is going into all those cracks and bug holes. And I think it's all pretty well covered. I must have looked at this piece of wood 50 times over the last couple of years and deemed it not fit to turn. So I'm glad now I did give it a go. It came close to being firewood. So there we go, just finished. See what size did it end up. So 12 1/4 inches, and stands 4 1/4 inches off the table. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with it now. I'm glad I did turn it. I think it looks cool with all the little defects and bug holes, and you can see daylight through one of them. So, but I think it would make a nice fruit bowl or something like that. So now there's a front arm view. Inside, underside, just nice, nothing fancy, nice flat base on it. As I said, I left it quite chunky because of the few cracks and defects in it. I didn't want it flying off the lathe. So yeah, some beautiful colour and grain. The grain is all over the place in it. It's really interesting to look at. So there's not a bland piece on it. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good considering what I had to start with. But anyway, hope you like it, guys, and if you do, tap that like and maybe subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I shall catch us all in the next one. So take care, bye for now.